Good afternoon and welcome to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Bojangles Bow Time qualifying on a beautiful Saturday afternoon on this Father's Day weekend. So glad you're with us for Greater Discipleship Night at the Races with twin modifieds presented by Larry King Law. And right now on the Speedway, we do have our Farley Financial U-Cars, and Michael Waters has turned the fastest lap in two-lap qualification. We're taking the best of the two laps. Michael Waters turned a time on his second circuit of 19.365 seconds to post the quickest lap. Kyle Davis in car 52 is second. Christian Keller right now P3 with actually a correction. Let's get this right here on the scoring pylon. It's Christian Keller to the top at an 18.980 seconds. Car 6 is the fastest. Second quick is Michael Walters with a 19.365. Kyle Davis is third, and right now on the track is Nicholas Deans, who just posted the third fastest lap, 19.843 seconds. But everybody's chasing the champ, Christian Keller. That's right, Christian Keller, a champion here in our U-Cars division. On the track right now, this is going to be car number 83 on the Speedway. Lacey turning some laps here this afternoon. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. Weather fantastic here. Looking forward to a great day on the racetrack. Lacey Hogg on the Speedway, a rookie competitor. Turning a time a little over 25 seconds on lap number 1. So Lacey still learning this race car, learning this racetrack, as Lacey's midway down the backstretch. But again, everybody's chasing right now Christian Keller, who has posted the fastest lap here at the moment. I am Brian White. Adam Welbrock is down on pit road. He'll give us all the coverage down there, and we'll be talking with some of our drivers as they wrap up their qualification session. Remember, on your way to the track, stop by Bojangles for some famous chicken biscuits and tea. We've got a Speedway special 8-piece tailgate that feeds 4 for $21.99. Now that comes with 8 pieces of chicken, 4 biscuits, 2 picnic fixins, and a half-gallon of iced tea. We're 1 mile from the track at 3351 Commander Shepard Boulevard. Jeremy Jones next on the racetrack. This is car 66, turning some laps. He's from Portsmouth, Virginia. As we take a look at the championship standings coming into this race for the U-Cars, this will be round 5 of the 2024 campaign. Christian Keller, the 2-time champ. He won it in 2021 and 2022. He currently leads the point standings coming into this race. He leads by 8 markers over Mikey Chen, who has yet to qualify this afternoon. Mikey Chen second in points. Thomas Fontaine third. Brent Burgess is fourth. And rounding out the top 5 is Kyle Davis. Now, winners this year, Christian Keller has 3, and Jesse Jones has the most recent victory back on May the 11th, the last time these Farley Financial U-Cars hit this racetrack. Car 99 is on the Speedway, and let's see if Adam is on pit road. I know we were down there at the drivers' meeting just a few moments ago. Let's see if we can check in with him and see how things are going.
Hey man, it's very wet, very nice down here in the pit lane. The temperature is about 80 degrees and the wind is a headwind down the front stretch, so it's coming from turn 1 to turn 4. And the U-Cars out here look fantastic. Car 89 is on the racetrack right now. We don't have a name for this driver, but second quickest for Kyle Bunn on the scoreboard. Currently great lap for him. 7 cars already have put down a lap, and it is Brent Burgess now on the racetrack for Greater Discipleship Center Race Night. 7 races in total, Brian. Going to be a lot of fun.
It indeed will be fun here this afternoon going into the evening as we again are celebrating Father's Day weekend. Happy early Father's Day to all the dads and father-like figures out there. It is your weekend to celebrate, and I hope you're having a great time here at the Speedway or tuning in to Facebook Live. If you are watching us on the social media platform, get in the car as soon as you can and drive to Hampton, Virginia. Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, the place to be. We go green at 7 o'clock p.m. here this evening for a great evening of entertainment, and we want you to be with us. So join us at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. You will not regret it. Going to have a ton of races. You just heard from Adam. We're going to have nearly 250 laps of competition. That's nearly 100 miles around this 4/10 mile oval. and it's just going to be a great, great evening. So get here. If you can't join us in person, maybe you're watching, I don't know, maybe you're in Las Vegas or you're in California, you're tuning in. Be sure to watch us on Flow Racing, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for live coverage here in Hampton, Virginia. Christian Keller, the top driver right now here for the Farley Financial U-Cars. We've got our 9th car on the track right now, turning some laps. This is going to be car number 91. Brandon Pearl is on the speedway, trying to lay down a good time as we set the starting lineup for their feature coming up just a little bit later tonight. The Farley Financial U-Cars will be race number 5, 25 trips around this racetrack. Now, Brandon Pearl is sponsored by Hooters, Chico's, and Cinema Cafe. He calls Virginia Beach home. Of course, that's the most populous city here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Brandon Pearl, 8th fastest, 20.061 seconds. Adam, this next car, I tell you what, this is his first year, and you and I heard a cool story about Thomas Fontaine a few weeks ago.
Fontaine, yeah, running with the Mad Dog Motorsports race team, the Bill Akers team, as the Mosquito Joe colors brightly shine on that number 64 machine. He's third in the point standings, Brian. He's got a career best finish of runner-up earlier this year, obviously, and still looking for that first win. But I tell you what, he's not the only Mad Dog Motorsports driver here. Mad Dog himself is back. That's the 22 Mad Dog Bill Aker, running full-time over in the Grand Stocks. He says when they don't run on the same night, he's going to run over here. So good lap for Fontaine, going to be P3 right now. But Mad Dog makes his way to the racetrack in a much-anticipated return to the U-Car division as well.
That's right. Thomas Fontaine is in a Rookie of the Year battle with Mikey Chen. He's 5 points behind Mikey Chen for that Rookie of the Year battle. Right now, Mikey Chen P2 in the championship standings. Thomas Fontaine P3. Thomas's best finish this year is a runner-up back on April the 27th. But you just heard Mad Dog Bill Aker on his first flyer lap takes the white flag. He's going to go all the way to the front row, outside provisionally. 19.152 seconds for the double twos. Bill Aker on the speedway. He has 2 podium finishes in 2 starts, a 2nd and 3rd place. He's trying to better it one tonight. He wants to go from the pole. Can he do it? He will not get the pole, but he had a good opening lap. Both laps very consistent. They were about 2/100ths of a second within each other. So very, very consistent for Bill Mad Dog Aker, as he is right now provisionally P2. Next out on the racetrack, this is car number 5, Jesse Jones. Jesse Jones, we documented 1 race this year back on May the 11th, and guess what? He went all the way to Dale Lemons Victory Lane. He's going to go for it again here this evening. Can he go to the top? Jesse Jones will go provisionally outside of row 2, 4th spot. He clocks in at 19.237 seconds for the bright blue number 5 race car. He's got 2 more sets of turns to try to get himself to the top as he makes it off of corner number 4. Checkers are waving, and let's see. Looks like this is actually, look at a name correction. It's showing Richard Quinn, so possibly a driver change. We'll have to verify that, but that car goes to the first spot at 18.937 seconds. So a very good lap for car number 5. And again, this is actually showing Richard Quinn, so we're going to verify that. But car 5 is the fastest. It knocks Christian Keller back to P2. Next out on the speedway is car number 99. This is going to be Crystal West turning some laps now, the purple 99 race car. She's going to come to take the white, I make that the checkered flag for car number 99. Crystal West lap 1 in the books, lap 2 a little bit slower. Lap 1 was a 19.217 seconds. Adam, a healthy field of cars, and right now we're showing Richard Quinn in 5Q as the fastest.
That's right, and I'm not seeing the 3 of Mikey Chen out here on the grid, so interesting development for our 2nd place driver in points, the rookie we talked about earlier, Mikey Chen out of the Bryant Motorsports stable. So we'll get an update on that come race time, but yes, it is the 5 machine of Quinn, fastest, the Jesse Jones car that won the most recent time out. But we'll go get a driver check and update you when we can here in just a moment.
Appreciate that. I actually see the 3 car at the head of the field, but for whatever reason, I don't believe he took a lap. Well, actually, we do see the Michael Waters car. We didn't see the Mikey Chin car take a lap, so maybe Mikey is going to be joining us later on in the evening. But that would be a huge development if he does not compete here tonight. Adam checking in to see who indeed is behind the wheel of the 5 car. And let's go down trackside.
And I've caught up with Richard down here. Richard Quinn running the Jesse Jones race car. Your P1, my man. How did the car feel out there?
Yeah, I think everybody knows it's a little loose out here right now. The track's slicker than it has been in a while for me. It's first time back in the car in 2 years almost. So I'm glad to see if we managed to put it up top. We'll go out there and see what we can do tonight and try to keep it up there.
Buddy, thanks for your time. Congratulations and best of luck tonight.
Thank you, buddy.
Richard Quinn tonight, your pole sitter for the U-Car competition. Brian, going to be fun to watch.
That's right. So we just heard it's Richard Quinn making his first start in a couple of years. And how about that for an introduction for 2024? Right out of the box, and he wins the pole with the car that won the race a few weeks ago. Richard Quinn is on the Bojangles Bowtime pole. Christian Keller is going to start outside of row 1. Starting in P3 this evening will be Bill Mad Dog Aker with Brent Burgess rolling off 4th and Jesse Jones rounding out the top 5. Qualifying 6, actually qualifying 5th will be Crystal West. 6th will be Thomas Fontaine. Kyle Bunn rolls off 7th. Michael Waters will start 8th. Nicholas Steen's 9th, and Jeremy Jones rounds out the top 10. Kyle Davis will go from 11th. Brandon Pearl 12th, and Lacey Hodge will start P13 when we drop the green flag for 25 trips around this 4/10 of a mile oval. It's going to be fun to watch the Farley Financial U-Cars later on this evening.
It's bow time at Bojangles. How do we know our chicken is seasoned to perfection? Because you keep coming back for more. Head to Bojangles for fresh, never frozen chicken that's been seasoned to perfection, marinated for 12 hours, and hand-breaded not once, but twice. And when you buy an 8-piece box of chicken, you'll always get 4 biscuits absolutely free. So head back to Bojangles and pick up the chicken we're famous for, and the biscuits we're famous for, and our legendary tea. We're also famous for our tea. Bojangles, it's bow time.
The Moose Lodges of Hampton Roads would like to welcome all race fans here to Langley Speedway. We invite everyone to check out what the Moose does both locally and around the nation. The primary missions are to help children in need, provide service to our communities, and help our senior members during their twilight years. Oh, and we try to have fun as well. For more information, go to beamoose.org or stop by any Moose Lodge to speak with us about the support we provide for the Hampton Roads community.
Happy Race Day, Langley Speedway. This is Lori Warren, president of Richmond Raceway. And on behalf of the team here in Richmond, we wish the fans, the drivers, teams, and the whole Langley crew an incredible time at one of the top short tracks in the country. And we would be honored to have you all come join us at the Cookout 400 on August 11th at 6 p.m., just a few minutes up the road at Richmond Raceway. There is nothing quite like short track racing. Cheers to you fans, and enjoy.
Qualifying rolling on here this afternoon in Hampton, Virginia, as we watch car number 67 take to the racetrack in this Pro 6 division. As we get set to go after it here tonight, this is going to be the BA811.com Pro 6's Chris Bechtel, 2 laps per car. Lap 1 is 18.548 seconds for the While You're Out commercial cleaning entry. This driver from Hampton, also sponsored by Black Acid, miles of seamless gutters, with Jack Dodson also part of this race car. Checkered flags in the air, 18.490 seconds for car number 67. So he goes a tick faster on lap number 2 for Bechtel. Chris Bechtel right now is within 5 points of the championship lead. Travis Wall has it. 2 races in. Travis Wall has 2 wins. Chris Bechtel has a 3rd and 4th place finish to open up the season. Next up, this is going to be Jackson Bone on the racetrack. Jackson Bone in car number 39, going after it here this afternoon. He has not raced since April the 13th, so this will be his 2nd start of the year as car number 39 takes the white flag, and Jackson Bone goes to the top, 18.258 seconds for car number 39. So that was a very good lap for Bone. Digging for a little bit more now through turns 3 and 4 as we set the starting lineup for their feature race coming up later. Jackson, sponsored by Coffee's Lock Shop, Bird's Restaurant, and Pro Vinyl, and he calls Hampton home. Goes quicker on lap 2, down to the 17-second bracket, 17.956 seconds for car number 39. Here's the driver to keep your eyes on. He has won 4 championships, including last year, so he's the defending champ. This is car number 44, Travis Wall. Travis Wall, can he go to the top? Car number 44, survey says yes, he will, by a considerable margin, nearly 0.7 of a second faster, 17.274 seconds for car number 44 for the Crossroad Cleaners entry as he brings it out of corner number 4. That Chevrolet crosses the start-finish line, and he'll go even quicker on lap 2, 17.208 seconds for the driver that calls Chesapeake home. So, Adam, no surprise, we've got Travis Wall at the top.
Yeah, Mr. Pro 6 strikes again in the 44 machine. Travis looking to go 3 for 3 on the season. He's got a tough field of competitors behind him. Interesting note, we will not see Mr. Atlee Weiss in the 78 car. He is running in the Virginia Racers division tonight, so Atlee taking the night off from the Pro 6 competition. That's going to make Travis's life a little bit easier, but of course still very hungry competitors elsewhere to look forward to. But yes, Travis picking up where he left off most recently on May 11th, and that's top of the board.
Steve Rabenstein is just taking the checkered flag for his 2 laps, or actually is going to be coming to the checkered flag right now. Took the white flag. Lap 1 was a 19.243, and there's the checkered flag, and he'll go a little bit faster at 18.909. Fourth out of the 4 cars for car number 11 that calls Pocosin home. And first race ever was last year, and he's sponsored by TJ's Sporting Tavern. And he's here for the full season and running for Rookie of the Year, which right now he does have those honors. But of course, we're still early on. This is just race number 3 later on this evening. Next up, this is going to be Nick LaMarche in car number 48. LaMarche is on the speedway to take the white flag, and let's see what LaMarche will do. He'll go 4th out of the 5 cars, 18.734 seconds for the driver that's currently 4th in the championship standings with 2 5th-place finishes to start this very young season. But as we just heard Adam say, that Atlee Weiss, who's done so remarkably well in this series, but is now graduated to the limited late models, will not be competing tonight. So a lot of these drivers are going to go at least 1 point spot higher, including Nick LaMarche, who did go faster on lap 2. He cracks the top 3 provisionally inside of row 2 with an 18.420 seconds. Next up, this is car number 55, Trey New. Trey New with a 3rd place finish in 1 start this year back on May 4th. Let's see what the 55 car can do. He'll go all the way to the front row on the outside for the moment. 17.575 seconds for car number 55. So a very good lap for the Hot Wheels car. And Adam, this is one sharp-looking race car.
It definitely is sharp. It stands out very, very well. The bright orange, you can see it from a mile away as Trey goes a little quicker on lap 2. 17.409, stays 2nd. But yes, very sharp-looking race car. And Brian, he's been fast every night he's been out here. Hasn't been out here both nights. Only was out here on that May 4th race, like you mentioned. He finished 3rd in that event. So within 2/10, he's the only driver within half a second of Travis Wall. So we'll see if the 55 can bring the fight to the 44. Should be fun to watch him duke it out for 25 laps.
That's right, 20 years of age in Chesapeake, the Hot Wheels Car Care, CarCultureNation.com sponsored entry. So Michael Trey has certainly done well. Trey New, 2nd fastest. Next up, this is Debbie Biesecker, car number 4. She's been at this for a long time in the Midlife Crisis Racing, Bacchus Racing, Senior Solutions of Virginia from Suffolk. She'll take the checkered flag. Lap 1 was 6th quick, lap 2 faster, but she'll stay in the 6th spot at an 18.659 seconds for the black and white car number 4. Coming down to the very end here for Pro 6 qualifying. As we watch this final car take to the racetrack, this will be the 21 entry as that car rolls off into turns 1 and 2. Car number 21. We got a car way high over in turns 3 and 4. This is car number 21 on the racetrack. And we're waiting to get a name on that driver. But, Adam, that car was way out of the racing groove.
I believe it's Ray Rollman in the 21 Autism Speaks number 21 race car. So he's going to qualify P8, Brian. That's 8 out of the 8 cars. And that'll do it for the Pro 6 division, our second division in the books for Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. That's
right. So that is all wrapped up here as we have completed qualification for the Pro 6s this evening, presented by VA811.com. And it's all done here this evening. And we've got a few more divisions to go. But we just heard Travis Wall and watched him take to the racetrack for the very fastest lap. He's the fastest on the property for our Pro 6s division. So qualifying wrapped up for the Pro 6s. We've got some more to go, and we'll keep you posted here this afternoon. Hey, the brands you love at the prices you can afford. Celebrating 75 years in business, the Portsmouth Army Navy is the coverall king of Hampton Roads. They carry top brands like Carhartt, Timberland Pro, and Extra Tough. The Army Navy store has the best gear for anyone working the waterfront. They even stock big and tall sizes up to 6X. For great work clothes at great prices, visit Portsmouth Army Navy or ArmyNavy.com. So Travis Wall wins the pole. Trey New will line up outside of row 1. Jackson Bone will start inside of row 2, with Nick Lamar starting 4th, Chris Bechtel 5th, Debbie Biesecker 6th, Steve Rabenstein 7th, and Ray Rollman rolls off P8 when we drop the green flag for their event coming up a little bit later on this evening. Qualifying will continue here after this short message.
Mosquito Joe knows that race fans don't let much spoil your time outdoors. But are you spinning your wheels when it comes to getting rid of mosquitoes? Let Mosquito Joe make outside fun again for you and your crew. Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and scratching, and no more wasting time on smelly products that don't work. When you call Mosquito Joe, be sure to mention Langley Speedway and receive 50% off your first spray. Visit MosquitoJoe.com or call 855-ASK-A-JOE to get started. And remember to mention Langley Speedway. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again. Forever Green Lawn Care, a locally owned Hampton Roads lawn care company in business since 1992. Their mission is to provide the highest quality lawn care service to enhance the beauty of their customers' lawns through hard work, professionalism, and most of all, customer care. They offer the following services and more: mowing, string trimming, mulching, edging of landscaped beds, also pruning, aeration, seeding, fertilization, soil analysis, herbicide applications, and landscaping. Forever Green Lawn Care Incorporated. Call 227-TURF. That's 227-8873. Or check their website, forevergreenlawncare.com.
In the 60 seconds it will take you to listen to this radio ad, you could crack open a delicious Pepsi and start learning to play the electric guitar. Or the didgeridoo. You could take some photos worth untagging, wake up with face paint on.
Aw, you guys.
Or invent a new language you speak only with your 2 new best friends.
Froggen Togen.
Together you could adopt an exotic pet and name it Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi.
In 60 seconds you could call up your crush and profess your love.
I'm in love with you.
But misdial and call your mom.
Honey?
BTW could LOL at your BFF ROFL because your BFF 4L TMI'd.
Dude.
You can run a 100-meter dash slowly. In 60 seconds, you could double Dutch jump rope on a trampoline faster than anyone's ever double Dutch jump roped on a trampoline before. Then upload the video, get 1 billion views, and achieve international fame in a tiny province of China you can't even pronounce. In this 60 seconds, you didn't do any of that, but you can now. So what are you waiting for? Grab a Pepsi and get out there, because now has never happened before, and it only lasts for now. Pepsi, live for now.
Always good to interact with everybody tuning in to Facebook Live. We got Kenny Poulter Jr. says, good run, 03 Deans. Hey, Rick Palst is tuning in, our truck champion in the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks, and a winner this year. He says, hey, Brian, let's have fun tonight. What you say? Hey, we certainly will. And Rick, we cannot thank you for all that you do for our great nation. Of course, he serves in our armed forces. And to all the men and women who serve or have served, we thank you for what you do. It's because of you that we're able to do this on a Saturday afternoon here in Hampton, Virginia. So, Rick, always good to chat with you. Look forward to having you back here at the racetrack soon. He and I were chatting earlier this week, and he's looking forward to getting back out here and having some fun and running strong as he always does each and every Saturday night that he's part of the program. All right, next up on the racetrack, we've got the Super Streets presented by Old School Video Games and more. We like the Old School Video Game Super Streets, don't we, Adam?
Oh, these guys always find a way to put on a show, Brian. That is for sure. And tonight, expect it'll be no different. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, it was Dale Nichols that went to victory lane. And who's first out on track? Well, it's Dale Nichols, of course, the former champion and now 2-time winner. Leads the points this season. Landon Abbott is the only other driver to get to victory lane this year. Landon's not here tonight running part-time in this division. So really, when it comes to full-time drivers, it's been all about driver number 8. After a winless 2023, he's back and faster than ever. Right now, shooting to the top of the board, being the first car out on track.
You're right. How about Dale Nichols? Last year, couldn't get any good luck. I mean, had some strong runs, don't get me wrong, but could not find Dale Lemon's victory lane. And that's pretty fair statement for most drivers. But when you're Dale Nichols and you won a championship back in 2018 and 2021 and countless race wins, if he's not near the front or winning races, you go, what in the world's wrong? But this year, right out of the box, 3 wins and 5 starts, and his worst finish, oh, by the way, it's a second spot on 2 occasions. So Dale Nichols has been the class of the field, and he is certainly looking to get another championship. The Hayes, Virginia racer may just pull it off here this year. But again, we're early. We're not going to hand the trophy to him quite yet. But Dale Nichols, keep your eyes on this car. He's the Ardent Builders sponsored entry. Next up, the Pizza Man, Sean Callaway, a little loose there in 1 and 2. Car number 12 gathering it back together. Callaway, 6th in the championship standings, has a best finish of 4th back on April the 20th. Here comes the pizza car through turns 3 and 4, currently 2nd on the leaderboard out of the 2 cars to take to the racetrack. This driver calls Virginia Beach home in the Performance Food Service Cal's Pizza Marty Strickland Race Engines race car. Sean Callaway, 18.964. Everybody's chasing Dale Nichols at an 18.598 seconds. Car 14 is on the racetrack. This is going to be Ryan Hutchins, the rookie competitor. Hutchins on the speedway now, clocking in lap 1 at a 19.274 seconds for the driver that's currently P2 in the Rookie of the Year honors. His best finish is an 8th spot on 3 occasions. So keep your eyes on car number 14. Working through turns 3 and 4, trying to pick up some time here on lap number 2. Checkers in the air. Hutchins will go faster, but he'll stay third, 19.126 seconds. So right now, 3 cars, and Adam, we got a full field of Super Streets down there.
It is absolutely packed down here, my friend. It's going to be so much fun to watch these drivers go at it, and of course, it doesn't really matter what week it is. These guys always have the throwback paint schemes. That is up and down the pit lane. The Wood brothers down here, talking about Jacob Wood and Kyle Wood. They've got the 28 and 27, the 69 machine on the racetrack. Tommy Smith looks good as well, and we've had the pizza cars out on track. We get a little bit of everything in this division, and that's what makes it so special for these Monte Carlos.
Smoke show. I looked up and I saw a bunch of smoke from behind the 69 cars. Not sure if he broke loose or slammed on the brakes or locked the tires up, but nevertheless, a lot of smoke. He'll give up that second lap, most likely. Lap 1 for Tommy Smith was a 19.106, and indeed lap 2 slowed down considerably at 20.9 seconds for the driver from Mechanicsville with the Connor Tree Service Getaway Home Improvements Incorporated sponsored car for Tommy Smith, car number 69. Corey Bradley is on the racetrack in car number 41. I believe this is going to be Corey's first start here in 2024. Bradley working through turns 3 and 4. You'll see the white flag waving. And don't have a time quite yet for Bradley. We'll get that and share that with you just as soon as we can. But right now, everybody's chasing Dale Nichols. Sean Callaway on row 1. Bradley's time, or make that Dale Nichols' time, was an 18.598 seconds. This is going to be race number 6 for the Old School Video Game Super Streets when they take to the green flag later on this evening. It'll be a 40-lap contest. It'll be the 4th of 7 races on the scorecard for Greater Discipleship Center race night here at the Speedway on this Father's Day weekend. So, Adam, you've got Dad something, right?
I did. My dad, ironically enough, is out of town for business, so he'll have to wait to get his Father's Day gift. I hope the kids treated you well, buddy.
I think I'm going to find out tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully, you know, just spending time with them is all I need.
There you go. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you, buddy. You'll have a great day tomorrow, and we're going to celebrate dads all night tonight as well here at Langley. Of course, dads make the world go around, and they come out here and put on a show, work full-time during the week, and it's really awesome to have a bunch of dads celebrating here. The whole Langley Speedway family is one family, but we really celebrate each and every person here that makes this place what it is.
Indeed, you are correct. As we're watching the Providence Forge, Virginia racer Wesley Newell take to the checkered flag. Car number 11, fifth, 19.098 seconds for car 11. That's 13th in the championship standings. He has altogether one top 10 with a 9th place finish back on April the 20th. So Wesley Newell, the Acalia Services Native Earth Design sponsored race car. Next up on the racetrack, this is Gordon Weeks, car number 20. Always somebody that you better watch. He's third in the championship standings. He has 2 third-place finishes, 2 podium runs for car 20. And right now, Gordon Weeks is 6th quick out of the 7 cars, 18.588 seconds for that driver who is very loose coming off of turn 4. They say loose is fast, but that does not equate to the stopwatch for Gordon Weeks out of Gloucester, as he's going to remain 6th. That lap slowed down by about 0.2 of a second. He went from an 18.5 to an 18.7. Angelo Stellan is on the racetrack now in the white 72 race car. He is from Pocosin in the Turnkey Technical Solutions Maritime Mayhem Big E Diceman Music sponsored race car. Stellan, car 72 on the racetrack, working through turns 3 and 4. Now back to turn number 1, 11th in the championship standings, a season best finish of 7th back on May 4th, and right now he's 7th on the leaderboard at an 18.0 second lap. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4, trying to pick it up as our chief starter has that checkered flag in hand, and we'll see if he can go quicker. Indeed he will, but he's going to remain 7th at a 19.006. Adam, this is the driver that we also need to keep our eyes on because he is itching to get back to winner's circle. Talking about Sammy Gaeta.
Yeah, been really interesting to watch Sammy this season. He's got a couple of poles to his credit, but no wins for the 21 team. It's been a struggle, he said, getting used to the new tire that they're running this year. Just don't quite have it underneath them. Sammy right now 3rd quickest at an 18.607.019 seconds, separating our top 3 competitors. That's how tight it is here in the Super Street. But Sammy, multiple runner-ups, multiple poles, has not been able to convert it into victory lane. We'll see if tonight can be the night for the defending champion. 7-time winner from a season ago, stays 3rd quickest on lap 2.
And I've had to update my monitors. Gordon Weeks is the current provisional pole setter at 18.588 to the 15.598 by Dale Nichols. So Gordon Weeks was 1/100th of a second faster than Dale Nichols. So want to make sure we correct that as our monitor has updated. Gordon Weeks has turned the fastest lap over Dale Nichols, who just heard Sammy Gaeta is currently P3. Sean Calloway is 4th, and Angelo Stellan rounds out the top 5. Wesley Newell is 6th, Tommy Smith is 7th, Ryan Hutchins 8th, Joe Stuck is 9th, and Corey Bradley is currently 10th. So I want to make sure we update that as our monitor has updated. Again, it is Gordon Weeks, the fastest on the racetrack at an 18.588 seconds for car 20. He has eclipsed the time of Dale Nichols. So could we see another winner this year for 2024? Gordon Weeks, that we talked about at 2 third-place finishes, but Adam, he's in the best starting spot at the moment.
That's right, Gordon Weeks P1 right now. Joe Stuck on lap 2, a heck of a pickup. He goes to P4. So it's been a good season so far for that team. We'll see if he can get up front and mix it up. But Gordon, you mentioned it, has not won yet this year. He won a couple of times last year, 3rd in points for driver 20. We'll see if it stands. Got some fast cars to go. Not quite over yet. Matt Kaminskis currently on the racetrack, and should be just a couple more after him.
Matt Kaminskis, he's made all the races this year. He's got a best of 9th back on May 4th. He calls Aylett, Virginia home for car number 45. 10th quickest at the moment, 19.260. Let's see if we can go a little bit quicker. Shane Snyder has that checkered flag in hand, and Kaminskis does pick it up. P6 now at an 18.967. That drops Angelo Stellan back to 7th. So car 45 inside the top 10. How about this one? This isn't Kel Yarborough. This is Jacob Wood in car number 28. He's had some strong runs this year. Jacob Wood, the top rookie of the year. Now, he did have mechanical issues, was sidelined in the very last race 1 week ago, but he's hoping for, I make that a couple weeks ago, is hoping for big things here tonight for Jacob Wood. He finished 16th in that very last event, and prior to that, Jacob Wood had a runner-up back at the end of April, along with a third place to back it up. So he is inside the top 5 in points, and he's inside the top 5 here in qualifying. Matter of fact, he went from 4th now to the front row. Jacob Wood knocks Dale Nichols back to 3rd. He'll take over the 2nd spot, 18.594 seconds for car number 28. Good lap for Jacob Wood. He's a young guy who's having some fun, loves the throwback scheme. He is certainly putting that car right near the front. He is from Providence Forge, Virginia, in the Capital Landing Mulch Woods Mobile Glass race car. So it's Gordon Weeks, Jacob Wood right now on row 1, Dale Nichols, Sammy Gator row 2, Joe Stuck, and Sean Coway provisionally row 3. Well, we had Kel Yarborough. Now we have Tim Richmond. Well, this isn't really Tim Richmond. This is Blake Wood on the racetrack, car number 27, turning his now 2nd flyer lap from Quinton, Virginia, the Charles City Timber and Matt Old Mill Mechanical race car. He is 12th fastest, 20.301, trying to dig for more out of turn number 4. Checkers are in the air for car 27. He'll go faster, but he'll stay in the 12th spot at a 19.141. Hey, from Rick Poust, one truck driver to another, Bill Wallace is tuned in. He says, let's go Chris Bechtel, due for some good luck. Of course, Chris Bechtel will be racing in the Pro 6s. Amy is tuning in, says, go Dale Nichols car number 8. So thank you for everybody commenting on Facebook Live. We hope to see you here at the racetrack as we watch Danny Harrell in the Speedway, car number 95. Danny Harrell, 13th, 19.213 for car number 95. He's from Norfolk in the CarMasters race car. Here comes Danny Harrell through turns 3 and 4, trying to pick it up here on lap number 2. Checkers are waving, and he'll indeed pick it up. He'll go to 9th spot, 19.052 seconds. And the red light has come on. That means, Adam, Gordon Weeks has won the pole.
By not all that much, 6 1,000s, Gordon. Did you get everything out of that lap, bud?
I overdrove it a little bit that second lap. I think I could have gone faster, but we've handled well all day, and we put it on a pole, and we'll hopefully stay there all night.
Yeah, can you guys get that first win of the season tonight? What do you think?
The cars are real close. Everybody top 4 or 5. So it's going to be tough, but I think I've got enough experience to put it in victory lane.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Gordon Weeks, your pole sitter tonight, Brian, 0.006 of a second. 19 1,000 separating our front two rows.
How about that? Very, very close racing and qualification. Gordon Weeks, we just heard from him, gunning for that first win of the 2024 season. Went to the victory lane twice in 2023. He'll lead the field at the green flag for the 40-lap old school video game Super Streets race. Rolling beside him will be Jacob Wood in car number 28. He's seeking redemption after that tough night from just a couple of weeks ago when he had mechanical issues and could not run the entire 40-lap contest. Dale Nichols, who's won a bunch this year, 3 of the 5 races. The only other driver to win, you heard Adam talk about that earlier, Landon Abbott. He has 2 checkered flags and 2 starts, but Landon is not competing. So Dale Nichols will try to race for his 4th win of the 2024 campaign. Sammy Gator will line up outside of row 2 in car number 21, your defending champion, and Joe Stuck rounds out the top 5. Rolling off 6th will be Sean Coway in the Pizza number 12 race car. Matt Kaminskas will start 7th, Angelo Stellan 8th, Danny Harrell 9th, and Wesley Newell will fire off outside of row 5, P10. Tommy Smith will start 11th in car 69, Ryan Hutchins 12th, Blake Wood 13th, and 14th will be Corey Bradley, and that is the starting lineup for the old school video games Super Streets. Coming up next, we've got our Virginia Racers presented by Yesco, followed by those thunderous Larry King Law Modifieds. They'll hit the track. They've got 2 30-lap races tonight. That's right. If your program shows 50, we have updated the program. It'll be 2 30-lap races tonight. So race 1 will start based on qualification. Race 2 will be how you finish race number 1. Although NASCAR will at a minimum invert 8, they could invert the entire field. We'll keep you posted on that throughout the evening. It's Greater Discipleship Center Race Night here in Hampton, Virginia. If you're watching on Facebook Live, hop in the car, join us. We'd love to have you here at the track. Tickets on sale at our box office. You can get them online at langley-speedway.com. If you can't join us in person, be sure to tune in live on Flow Racing beginning at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Hey, also, while you're at it, use your smartphone to order from Bojangles. You can schedule your pickup times so that your food will be as fast and fresh as possible. Make sure to select curbside pickup option when checking out. If you download the Grubhub app and search for Bojangles, orders over $30 get $5 off. If you spend $50 or more, you get $12 off. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all.
Cycle City Corp, your #1 dealer in motorcycles, ATVs, and personal watercraft. They carry all the major brands: Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Can-Am. Cycle City Corp is located 1 mile off the interstate, exit 258A. Stop by for unbeatable deals. Cycle City also has a huge parts and accessories department. Come by and check out the latest styles in Oakley sunglasses, HJC helmets, and Joe Rocket jackets, just to mention a few. Cycle City has a #1 service department with factory-trained mechanics, so stop on by. Cycle City Corp, 634 J. Clyde Morris Boulevard in Newport News. Or call 595-9721. 595-9721 for super great savings. Cycle City Corp, sponsor of the Legends and Bandos.
Put a new smiley smile. Smiley's heating and cooling today. Put a new smiley smile. Your comfort's just a smile away. We'll warm you up when it's cold, cool you down when it's hot. And when you're comfortable, you tend to smile a lot. With Smiley's heating and cooling, your comfort is just a smile away.
Serving homeowners in Virginia since 1970, Mr. Fix-It specializes in bathroom remodeling and gutter replacement services that will transform your home. With an A+ BBB and 5-star Google rating, Mr. Fix-It helps homeowners maintain their biggest investment from scratch to finish. From tub and shower replacement to installing gutter helmet systems, Mr. Fix-It has over 50 years of experience in completing home improvement projects. We serve the majority of Virginia and are ready to assist you with a relaxed, no-pressure consultation. Visit MrFixItSpeedway.com today.
I'm First Sergeant Peter Lazier, coordinator of the Virginia State Police Help Eliminate Auto Theft program. Is auto theft still a problem in Virginia? Well, last year more than 11,000 vehicles were stolen, but you can take steps to prevent auto theft. Always lock your car doors, take your keys with you, and hide your valuables when you park. You can also earn a reward up to $25,000 for providing auto theft tips that lead to an arrest. Go to heatreward.com to learn more. That's heatreward.com.
Larry King is committed to helping those whose health, safety, liberty, or well-being have been wrongly victimized. You can have confidence in knowing you have a strong, skillful, and dedicated legal team.
Larry King knows accidents and injuries. He knows the law, and he can help. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
We have nearly 40 years of trial experience and have helped tens of thousands of people for all types of serious personal injuries, criminal offenses, and other serious legal matters. Larry King Law has the knowledge, experience, commitment, and resources to be your powerful advocate.
Good to have our friend Steve Justice here tonight in Hampton with the Traffic Safety Supplies. He is located by the elevators or adjacent to our souvenir stand. So if you're here on the property, go on the Midway, go see Steve to learn more about Traffic Safety Supplies. Don't forget, coming up real soon, next weekend is going to be Taylor Waste Services Night here at the racetrack. That'll be Saturday, June 22nd. We'll have a Twin 50 late models race. That's two thunderous late model events coming your way. The following weekend, we've got a big fireworks show here on 4th of July weekend. That will take place on Saturday, June 29th. We'll welcome the Virginia Sprint Series and the Virginia Mini Cups. Just some upcoming races. And oh, by the way, looking ahead a few weeks later, we're going to have the 16th annual Hampton Heat 200. That'll come your way Saturday, July the 20th. You don't want to miss that. A big race coming up here in Hampton. All right, it's time now for the Yesco Virginia Racers, or our limited late models taken to the Speedway. First up from Hampton, car number 24, 6th in points. This is Randy Sample. Randy Sample opened up the year strong with a third-place finish. Since then, has 2 9ths and an 8th. So he's looking to pick things up here as we continue on. The Yesco Virginia Racers will be race number 3 of 7 here tonight, a 50-lap contest. Should be a lot of fun as we watch car number 24 circle the racetrack. He'll take the white flag. They're going to have a scuff lap as soon as they come out. Then they'll get the green flag to start the stopwatch, followed by the white flag, then checkered. So 2 laps on the clock. We'll take the best of those 2 laps. Lap 1 for Sample, 17.316 seconds for the 2009 and 2010 Super Streets champion here, sponsored by Portsmouth Army Navy and I Shine Mobile Detailing, as well as Bayport Credit Union. Lap 2's faster for Sample, 17.115 seconds. All right, Adam, we just watched Danny Harrell in a very similarly designed race car in the Super Streets. Now he's running in this division.
That's right, Mr. Danny Harrell, Mr. Do-It-All in the number 95 machine. The CarMaster's blue and white, the Lightning McQueen number on the side, and we call him Mr. Day of Destruction, but he's Mr. Saturday Night as well. Runs in multiple different divisions and goes fast in a bunch of them. So good to see Danny still getting it done. Just see his family down here. His sister-in-law, Tiffany Harrell, will be in the Enduro race a little bit later on. So that's a great story there, and right now Danny is second quickest out of 2.
That's right, 17.388 seconds for car number 95. He's chasing Randy Sample's time of a 17.115 as Harrell comes through corners 3 and 4 to take the checkered flag. This track is banked 6 degrees in the turns, 2 degrees in the straightaways. It measures .395 or a 4/10 mile oval. Quickest way around the racetrack? Well, it's the bottom. So you're going to see these cars try to pin them all the way to the bottom, right along that yellow line in the turns. And that is the fast way around. So Danny Harrell will go faster on lap 2. He'll stay second, 17.333. And next up, this is Donovan Edwards on the racetrack. Adam, that's a familiar looking race car.
Yeah. Speaking of things that look familiar to other divisions, this is the 26 limited late model of Donovan Edwards. It looks identical to that of his father, Danny. Danny has the orange numbers on the side of his race car. Donovan has the orange outline numbers on the side of his race car. So that's one way you can tell the difference, but very sharp looking machine, and it is just as fast as if Danny were behind the wheel. Donovan's third in points. No wins yet on the year. He did win last year, but second quickest out of 3 thus far. What does lap 2 have for him? To the top, 17.007 seconds.
So Donovan Edwards will take it from Randy Sample by a 1/10 of a second. He turned to 17.0 to Randy's 17.1. So Donovan Edwards is the fastest. Has 2 runner-up finishes and 2 fourth places. So we'll see what he has in store for tonight. As you just heard, he's gunning for that first win of the season. He's had the speed. He just needs a little bit of lady luck to go on his side. He's currently P2 in the championship standings, just 5 points behind points leader Riley Music. Sarah Weitzel making her second start, and she has to be pretty proud of her result in start number 1 week ago. Just run as many laps as you possibly can and learn. And Sarah Weitzel is doing just that in car number 21. She's going to take the white flag, indicating 1 lap in the books. 1 more to go for Sarah Grace Weitzel from Virginia Beach, a 2023 Southern National Motorsports Park Bandolero Track Champion. She's sponsored by Applied Resource Technologies and Boyack Automotive. For young Sarah Weitzel, lap 1, 17.675. Lap 2, a little bit quicker, 17.657 seconds. And Adam, I think she's got even more momentum and more excitement here this evening.
Yeah, it is a really great story, as you mentioned. She's also a Bando winner here at Langley. And this actually would be her 3rd start. Saying hey to Jason Jordan down here hanging out in the pit lane. It's a great story for Sarah to come out here and race in the limited. She was out here about a month ago and practiced that race car, but it ultimately didn't allow them to race. Something mechanically was wrong on that machine, and last week she was able to come out and race finally. So a little bit of a delayed start for her, but really cool to see her out here competing, and going to be fun to watch her develop, as you talked about, Brian, gaining momentum, learning the track, learning that race car underneath her, because jumping from a Bando to that limited got to be a pretty big leap, as one can imagine. But right now, somebody that has done that before is Aiden Millett. He's on the racetrack right now, most recent winner here in Limiteds, goes P2.
Aiden Millett on the racetrack. His grandma's watching. Lisa Granny, as she's titled on Facebook, says, proud Granny watching from Florida. Go Aiden Millett, car number 9. And Granny, he's doing just that. Lap 1 was second fastest. Can he get the pole right now on lap 2? No, but he did go quicker on lap 2. 17.022 seconds. 8/100ths of a second off the mark from Donovan Edwards. But don't count out Aiden Millett. He has done it here this year. He won the most recent race. Of course, that was last Saturday evening. Aiden Millett went back to Dale Emmons victory lane. He's going 2 for 2. It could just happen tonight. Car 9, extremely quick. Next up, he makes his return. Kyle Nestor on the racetrack in car number 18. This will be his second start. This driver has lots of promise, lots of speed, and a lot of talent for the driver from Smithfield in the Winstacks Energy Cockeyed Rooster sponsored race car, as he'll take the white flag for Kyle Nestor. Third fastest, 17.087 seconds for car number 18. We also have tuning in on Facebook. Terry Walter Fuller says, let's go Riley Music. So thank you for all those interacting with us on Facebook Live. We hope you can join us here at the track, or be sure to tune in to Flow Racing, 7 o'clock this evening. Of course, you can get your tickets for tonight or any race night at Langley-Speedway.com. All right, Kyle Nestor, faster on lap 2, third quick, 17.063 seconds. So our top 3 race cars, all within just 6/100ths of a second of one another. The top 4, all within 1/10 of a second. Everybody's chasing Donovan Edwards' lap of a 17.007. Next up, this is car 14 on the speedway. Zach Beavers, the rookie competitor from Chesapeake in the Beavers Motorsports Lawrence Mechanics race car. White flag for Zach Beavers. 17.648 seconds for car 14. He's made all the starts this year. Currently P12 in the championship standings. Keeps the car pinned at the bottom of the racetrack through 3 and 4. See Shane Snyder waving that checkered flag for car 14. He's faster on lap 2, just as everybody thus far has went quicker on lap 2, but he'll stay 6th at a 17.630 seconds. Qualifying rolling on here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. If you're just tuning in or just joining us here at the racetrack, this is our Yesco Virginia Racers, the limited late models. They are qualifying at the moment. This is our 4th division to qualify. We have 1 more to go. Those Larry King Law Modifieds will be coming up next. 7 races in total between 6 divisions. That includes a double header, or 2 races tonight for the Larry King Law Modifieds, 2 30-lap events, all coming your way, presented by Greater Discipleship Center. Willie Mullins is on the racetrack. This is car number 3. Lap 1 is done. 17.749 seconds for the white number 3 race car, as he brings it through the 3rd and 4th turn. To see that checkered flag waving for Willie Mullins. Good pickup. They'll go from 8th to 6th spot at a 17.564 seconds for Willie Mullins, who makes start number 1 in car number 3. From a driver making his first start to a driver that's been in all of them this year, Doug Warren up 3 places in the point standings with a solid effort in the very last race, a 5th place finish. He's currently 5th in our season-long points war. Doug Warren on the racetrack. Doug Warren, a best finish of 4th this year back at the end of April for car number 45, as he has won here in Hampton, Virginia, at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Warren through the 3rd and 4th quarter to see the white flag waving. 1 lap is in the books, and Adam, he's going to go to the top 5.
A good lap for the 45 machine. P5 out of 9 so far. Everybody's still chasing the Donovan Edwards lap, 17.007 seconds. Doug's lap about 2/10 slower than that. See what lap 2 has for the 45. He stays 5th, drops off just a tiny bit. So Doug will stay P5 provisionally.
So 9 cars have hit the racetrack. Now our 10th car takes to the speedway. And this, my friends, is your current point standings leader and our 2022 champion from Norfolk, Riley Music. Riley Music, 2 wins here in 2024. All finishes this year for the first 4 events have been inside the podium. So 2 victories, 1 second, and 1 third place finish. Riley Music leads the championship standings by 5 markers over Donovan Edwards. And so, of course, Riley wants to get that second championship, brings that car through turns 3 and 4 to take the white flag. And where will he go? He'll go to 4th spot or outside of row 2 provisionally on lap 1, but almost everybody's picked it up on lap 2. Lap 1 was 17.086. He'll need about 8/100ths of a second if he wants to get the pole. Can he do it off of turn 4? Rally Music. He will not go faster on lap 2. He'll slow down just a tick, about a 1/10 of a second, from a 17.0 to a 17.1. But Rally Music inside the top 5 P4. All right, Adam, this is the driver you said would not race in our Pro 6s because he was focusing on this race tonight.
That's right. That's Wacky Wednesday intern Atlee Weiss, former winner in the Pro 6 division, now running full-time in the Virginia Racers category. Talked to him yesterday. He said they tore this race car apart. They replaced the entire rear end. They were having problems with it last week. The car just was not behaving how they would like it to. He's got multiple top 5s this year. They did not finish in the top 5 last week, so went to work on the race car, didn't get a chance to come here and test, so they had to worry about practice today, and the car felt pretty good according to Atlee, and right now he's going to be P8 on the board, 17.464 seconds. We'll see what lap 2 can produce.
That's right, Atlee Weiss currently 7th in the point standings. Adam talked about that 5th place finish at the end of April. He's bringing the car now through turns 3 and 4. Atlee Weiss across the line. He'll go faster on lap 2, but he'll stay 8th at a 17.382 for car number 78. So Atlee Weiss right now currently 8th as we watch Hunter Waltrip, the truck champion on the racetrack. He's driving a race car this year, number 33, as he did in the pickup trucks. He won the 2022 and last season's Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks title. The Williamsburg native, now sponsored by Harper & Company, Coleman Nursery, is running in the limited late models and is learning this year. Lap 1 will be 9th quick, 17.481 seconds for car number 33. His best finish for Hunter Waltrip in this series in his very first season is 2 12th place finishes, and he has qualified higher than that here in his first lap. Lap 2, a little bit quicker, but he'll stay 9th at a 17.464 seconds for Hunter Waltrip in car number 33. Still a few cars to go as we're continuing on qualifying for our limited late models. We call this the Yesco Virginia Racers, and Yesco is going to have a special bonus, $250 for one driver that finishes inside the top 10. They'll have a random draw, and so we'll tell you who that driver is that gets that extra $250 bonus when the race concludes. Hey, race fans that are here on the property, tonight's 50-50 raffle drawing is for the Poquoson Ladies Auxiliary. We hope you'll help participate and help them. You may win some cash, or you may win 4 tickets to the Cookout 400 NASCAR Cup Series race at Richmond Raceway. That weekend is on August 10th and August 11th. So go support the Poquoson Ladies Auxiliary. You'll either win some money or you may win some tickets to go to Richmond, Virginia for the Richmond Raceway NASCAR Cup Series race weekend. Car number 1, Kevin Morgan on the racetrack. Kevin will knock Hunter back to 10th because that driver will take the 9th spot, 17.433 seconds for Kevin Morgan, who's currently 9th in the points chase with a season best finish of 5th at the season opening race. We go from one Morgan to the other. Kevin's brother, Matt Morgan, is on the racetrack in car number 98. Now, Matt's got a couple of 7th place finishes in the last 2 races. They have worked hard. I talked to his mom, Lori Morgan, earlier. Of course, Lori and Anna, those friendly faces that you see when you walk onto the property in the midway. Of course, they've been doing that for a long time. We always love catching up with Lori Morgan and Miss Anna Morris as we're watching Lori's other son, Matt Morgan, on the racetrack in car number 98 through turns 3 and 4. He's going to see the white flag waving. What will Matt do? And all that hard work they put on that race car, he'll clock in 13th at a 17.632 seconds for the black number 98 car as he works it down the back straightaway. As again, we are setting the stage, or setting the starting lineup for round 5 of the 2024 season for this Yesco Virginia Racers. Matt Morgan, a big pickup. He'll go to 10th spot, 17.453 seconds for car number 98. Next up, we go from the number 98 race car, Adam, to the number 99 car.
And that would be Mr. Sparky West. Sparky has had a tough season since the first race of the year. He was top 5 in that one, but has struggled since with this Ford Mustang. We'll see what the time has. He's going to take the green flag this time around. And, of course, we'll see his other half, Crystal, racing in the U-Car division. They've got a lot of things to be excited about over there, and it'll be fun to watch Sparky get after it here in the the third race of 7 tonight on Greater Discipleship Center Raceland.
So Sparky West in car number 99, lap 1, 17.633 seconds on lap 1. He's searching for more here on lap 2 as we still have 2 more cars to go after him. As we're watching Sparky West work through turns 3 and 4 to take the checker flag. Nice pickup for Sparky. He'll move it all the way up to outside of row 4, 17.362 seconds. As again, right now it's Donovan Edwards, Aiden Millett, Kyle Nestor, Riley Music, and Randy Sample, your top 5. Next up, this is Jacob Derrick in car number 88. He won back on May the 4th and looked like he was going to win last weekend. That's until he was catching lap traffic when he and Aiden Millett were duking it out for the lead. Aiden was able to slip by, and Jacob could never get back to his bumper to make the pass. He did get to his bumper, but he couldn't quite make the pass work. But keep an eye on car 88. He's already got the win. He's got a second place finish to his credit. He's 4th in the championship standings. He is gunning for a title as he'll take the white flag for car 88. Jacob Derrick, 5th fastest, 17.098 seconds for this driver from right here in Hampton. Of course, he is sponsored by Mercury Mulch, Bushwhackers, 2 Tree Care. Jacob Derrick, checkers in the air, and he will not pick up any speed on lap number 2, so he'll stay P1 for car number 88. So again, we talked about your top 5. Of course, Riley Music 4th, Jacob Derrick 5th, Randy Sample gets knocked back to 6th spot with Doug Moore in 7th, Danny Harrell 8th, Sparky West is 9th, and Atlee Weiss right now your top 10. One more car to go as we're watching this one, the 57 race car hit the speedway. This will be Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson making a start here. This will be his 2nd attempt here in 2024. His first race was back in early May, and he had a top 5 finish with a 5th place effort on that evening. He'll want to better that here tonight, but hey, 5th place, that's nothing to sneeze at. Really, really good effort for Chase Johnson, the blue and white 57 race car, as he calls Midlothian home in the Medic Corporation Dixie Paving and Sealing sponsored race car. Here he comes across the line, white flag for Chase Johnson. He'll go up to 7th spot, 17.173 seconds for Chase Johnson. As I look at the leaderboard here, the top 6 all within a 1/10 of a second of one another, so very competitive field. And let's see if Chase Johnson picks it up. He will not pick it up on lap number 2, so he'll stay slotted in 7th position, as I believe he may be our final qualifier. We'll wait for the confirmation on that, as right now Chase Johnson has wrapped it up here this afternoon. So again, it's Donovan Edwards is who we're showing on the top of the leaderboard in car number 26. Let's go trackside.
Brian caught up with Donovan himself. Donovan, your first pole of the year. System maybe push you guys need to get that first win of the year. Can it be done tonight?
Yeah, I think so. We've had the car all year to win. Been really just trying to get the driver better. So I think we got it dialed in and see if we can get one tonight.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to on this Camaro?
Plenty of sponsors I have to shout out. Parker Lawn Services, Corvette Parts, Danny's Glass, Torp Chassis, TJ Sports Tavern, Absolute Vending. There's probably some more. Impulse Lawn Care. And I think that's about it.
All right, buddy. Well, starting off with the best seat in the house. Congratulations. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Donovan Edwards, guys, your pole sitter for the Virginia Racers main event.
So we just heard from Donovan Edwards. He's going for it. He might just pull it off tonight. He's got the best starting spot in the house. Donovan Edwards will go from the pole position. Joining him on the front row will be Aiden Millette in car number 9. He's going for back-to-back victories here. He's your defending race winner. Kyle Nestor will start third. Rolling off fourth is your current points leader, Raleigh Music, and Jacob Derrick. He starts fifth. Firing off sixth will be car number 24, Randy Sample. Chase Johnson, our final qualifier. He slots in the 7th spot. Doug Warren 8th. Danny Harrell 9th. And Sparky West rounds out the top 10. Starting 11th will be Atlee Weiss. Kevin Morgan 12th. His brother Matt will start 13th. 14th will be Hunter Waltrip. Willie Mullins will start 15th and start number 1. And Zach Beavers qualified outside of row number 8. So that is your starting lineup for the Yesco Virginia Racers. Coming up next, we've got the Larry King Law Modifieds. They're going to get 10 laps to scuff those tires in, get them worked in. Then we're going to bring them back down pit road and pull them out one at a time for 2 laps of qualification. So again, this is a scuff run for all of our Larry King Law Modifieds as they prepare for 2 30-lap races coming up this evening.
I'm First Sergeant Peter Lazier, coordinator of the Virginia State Police Help Eliminate Auto Theft program. Is auto theft still a problem in Virginia? Well, last year more than 11,000 vehicles were stolen, but you can take steps to prevent auto theft. Always lock your car doors, take your keys with you, and hide your valuables when you park. You can also earn a reward up to $25,000 for providing auto theft tips that lead to an arrest. Go to heatreward.com to learn more. That's heatreward.com.
Advance Auto Parts is proud to support local racing as a sponsor of the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series. For all your automotive needs, visit your local Advance or shop online at advanceautoparts.com.
You can transform into anything when you step through the doors of New Horizons Career and Technical Education Center. Not only will you be gaining valuable experience to keep you steps ahead of your peers, but through agreements with local institutions, certain high school courses may be taken for college credit. No matter what your interest is, we can prepare you for your path to career success. We have over 20 high-impact, hands-on programs that are sure to get you ready to be the leaders of a technology-based tomorrow. New Horizons Career and Technical Education Center.
We are illuminating minds,
igniting passions, and shaping futures.
Cycle City Corp, your #1 dealer in motorcycles, ATVs, and personal watercraft. They carry all the major brands: Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Can-Am. Cycle City Corp is located 1 mile off the interstate, exit 258A. Stop by for unbeatable deals. Cycle City also has a huge parts and accessories department. Come by and check out the latest styles in Oakley sunglasses, HJC helmets, and Joe Rocket jackets, just to mention a few. Cycle City has a #1 service department with factory-trained mechanics, so stop on by. Cycle City Corp, 634 J. Clyde Morris Boulevard in Newport News. Or call 595-9721. 595-9721 for super great savings. Cycle City Corp, sponsor of the Legends and Bandos.
I want to thank our friends at the Hydraulic Repair Corporation in Portsmouth. They were established in 1979, and they're the area's go-to source for repair, remanufacture per original manufacturer specifications, and manufacturing of special and hard-to-find hydraulic cylinders. Today, their superior service has made them one of the top hydraulics equipment and supply dealers as far north as Richmond, all of Tidewater and northeastern North Carolina. For more information, visit hydraulicrepaircorp.com. That's hydraulicrepaircorp.com, or call them at 757-397-7789. Larry King Law Modifieds getting some scuff laps in. They are all just about done. Of course, it looks like Raleigh Music in the 47 car. He's pulling double duty here tonight. We just watched him qualify in the Yesco Virginia Racers, and now he's trying to get his modified ready to rock and roll. And Adam, really cool stat as we've looked at this. Willie Mullins, car number 3, The Fredericksburg, Virginia racer making start number 1 actually won the pole for the ARCA Menard Series race at Daytona International Speedway earlier this year, and Rick Paust made the comment on Facebook Live. So pretty cool for Willie Mullins, a pole winner at the big 2.5-mile oval, having some fun here this evening.
Yeah, that's a really great story. We'll have to chat with Willie a little later on. I saw him in his ARCA Menard Series fire suit and thought, man, that's really interesting. But how about that? A Daytona pole sitter going to race tonight in the Virginia Racers. A little bit different between this place and Daytona, but he seems to figure this place out very, very well and be fun to watch a little bit later on. The modifieds are now in the pit lane, and we should be ready to qualify here in a matter of moments. It's going to be Tommy Jackson Jr. out first in car 51. He won at Dominion a week ago, looking to go back-to-back here tonight. He's raced the modified here before, and of course a Legends car as well. He's the defending Legends champion, and there he goes rolling off onto the racetrack.
That's right. Terry Walter Fuller says, let's go number 47. She's going to be pulling for the 47 car in both the limited late models and this are Larry Kinglaw modifieds. Bill Wallace says, hey, Brad Adams is in the mods. Yep, Brad is back for his 3rd start of the season. So 2 laps per car. We'll take the best of the 2 laps. That'll be how we start the first race, the first 30-lap contest. We'll have 2 50-lap races here. Tommy Jackson Jr., you just heard Adam talk about him, his success up at nearby Dominion Raceway. And Tommy Jackson Jr., of course, runs our Legend Series here at Larry Kinglaw's Langley Speedway and has done so well in that series. Of course, Tommy Jackson Jr., multiple wins, multiple championships in that series. Right now, Tommy Jackson Jr., 2 laps in the books. Lap 2 was the best, 17.382 seconds. Next up, this is going to be car number 36, Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson will make his first start of the 2024 racing season. As he works it through turns 3 and 4, he'll see the white flag waving in the air. 1 lap in the books, 1 more to go, and Chris Johnson will eclipse Tommy Jackson Jr. 36 will go to the top, 17.209 seconds for car number 36 on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Bright blue skies, a few puffy clouds, temperatures in the low 80s. Couldn't ask for better weather here in southeastern coastal Virginia. That's where you're watching. If you're tuned in to social media, come on and join us in Hampton. We've got tickets on sale at Langley-Speedway. You can come to the box office and get them in person or tune in live on Flow Racing beginning at 7 o'clock. Peyton Marie is on the racetrack in car number 23. This will be Peyton's 4th start. He's run all 3 races thus far this year. And Peyton Marie will go to P2, 17.302 seconds for the driver 4th in the championship chase. Came home 2nd in the very last race, which was back on April the 27th. So it's been a while, Adam, since these modifieds have hit the racetrack. They've had 3 races. They've all been in the month of April, none in May.
Yeah, I had to double check the stats when I read that. And I thought back, you know, it has been quite a while since the modifieds have been here. And interesting to note, they're going to have the first race tonight on Greater Discipleship Center. It's not often we see our headline division open up the race evening, but that's indeed the case tonight. And race fans, if you weren't with us earlier, the drivers' meeting made a rule change for tonight. They're going to run 30 laps instead of the predetermined 50. So bit of a change there. Twin 30s for the modifieds tonight, not twin 50s. They have race 1 to start us off, and they'll have race 6 out of 7.
Current point standings leader, DJ Valente. 2 wins and 3 races for car number 18. Lap 1, 17.105. It was 2nd quick. He'll slow down just a little bit by about 3/100ths of a second, but very consistent at a 17.1 on both laps. He's currently P2 for the driver, searching for win number 3 as he leads the point standings by 1 marker over Riley Music, or 1 position. That's how close it is in the championship standings. Next up, this is car number 54 on the racetrack, Robbie Morris. Robbie Morris is going to take the white flag from Coral Peak, North Carolina. The Chad Kinney Realtor race car, JC Hayden Concepts, also sponsors that car. Lap 1, 5th quick, 18.068 seconds for Robbie Morris. He's got a season best finish of 7th to open up the 2024 racing season. Checkers are in the air. Robbie will go faster. He'll stay 5th quick, 18.014. Chris Johnson has laid down the fastest lap at a 17.072 second lap. Next up, Eric Folks on the racetrack. This is car number 2. Eric Folks from Mechanicsville, Virginia. He's a 2015 Southside Speedway Modified Rookie of the Year and a 2018 Dominion Modified Track Champion. So Eric Folks certainly knows how to get it done, and he wants to get it done here this evening. This will be Eric's first start of the 2024 season. And right now, lap 1 is good enough for 5th spot, 17.585 seconds. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. Checkers are in the air. Eric Folks will pick it up. He'll gain 1 spot. He'll go to outside of row number 2, or the 4th position, 17.294. All right, so you're not seeing double vision. We have 2 number 23s in the field. This is technically the 23B. That'll be Grant Blasingame. Grant Blasingame on the racetrack right now, making start number 1. Here he comes, lap 1, it's done. Blasingame, 6th fastest, 17.662 seconds for car 23B. So out of these cars, you can feel them when they come by.
That's right, buddy. They absolutely make the ground shake. Of course, these big, heavy stock cars with big power units underneath them, you definitely know when these cars are on the racetrack. You can hear it as well. If you're just coming on the property, you know the modifieds are on track when you hear that engine noise. And right now, 7 cars have taken a lap, and looks like Rick Godovic is going to be next to do so. Godovic picked up a win earlier this year. He could be a favorite tonight and someone to keep an eye on.
I think you're right. Rick Godovic most recently won back on April 27th in race number 2 that evening. So technically he's your defending race winner the last time out. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. Rick Godovic will see the white flag. 5th fastest for car number 64, 17.306 seconds for the driver from Yorktown, sponsored by Winstacks Energy, Wireless Nation, and Body by D. Here he comes, checkers in the air. Can Rick Godovic pick it up? He'll go a tick quicker, but he'll stay inside row 3 provisionally, 17.294. So just like we saw with 223 race cars, this is going to be the 18H. Terry Harris is on the racetrack, driving the Yesco race car. We talked with Terry earlier. He said, hey, we're just trying to shake this car down and get it back on the racetrack for the first time in 2024. Log a few laps, learn a little bit about this race car, may put some other drivers in it throughout the season. As we watch Terry Harris work down the back straightaway, lap 1, 8th fastest, 17.578 seconds, as he'll work it through now, turns 3 and 4 to take the checkered flag. And Harris will pick it up 1 position, P7, 17.504 for car number 18H. Again, it's Chris Johnson and DJ Valente on row number 1. Chris Johnson has put down the fastest time at 17.072 seconds. All right, on the racetrack right now, this is car number 11. He's a champion in the Pepsi Grand Stocks division. We're talking about Chris Roberts. Multiple wins in the Grand Stocks. He also has multiple wins in the Truck Series. He's trying to get that win in this series. Larry King Law Modifieds, lap 1, 9th fastest, 17.769 seconds. Chris Roberts currently 5th in the point standings with 2 top 5s, including a best 4th place finishing effort. So car number 11 goes faster on lap 2, but he'll still occupy the 9th position, 17.602. Riley Music on the racetrack right now. Riley Music, car number 47. Adam is within 1 point of the championship lead with 2 second-place finishes this year.
Yeah, it's been a really great season for Riley. He's got a couple of poles under his belt, so the 47 is quick, but we know Riley wants to get that win so badly. He's been very, very close in this modified division. Right now, he sits P3 on the board, 17.164 seconds. We know Riley wants to win in this modified. We know he's capable of getting it done. That car, of course, also has one out here with Brendan Queen behind the wheel, so Riley definitely wants to get it done, but tonight, going to have to come from at least 3rd, because that's where he ends up being qualified.
Riley Music goes faster on lap 2, but he'll stay in the 3rd spot, 17.151 seconds for car number 47. All right, your final qualifier is on the racetrack. He's got multiple wins here in the Larry King Law Modifieds. This is Brad Adams. Brad Adams is on the racetrack right now, the blue number 3. Sponsored by Victory Auto and Transmissions, Gene Nichols Carburetors, and Asset Auto Recovery. Brad Adams looking for a good lap. Lap 1 is provisionally third fastest, 17:108. Can he pick it up and get the pole position? We're getting ready to find out. Checkers are in the air for Brad Adams. He'll go all the way to the top. 16:872 seconds. Good lap for Brad Adams, who will make start number 3 of the season. 2 top 5s, including a season best of 3rd, but the final qualifier knocks Chris Johnson from the pole position. Brad Adams, the only driver in the 16-second bracket, 16:872 seconds on lap number 2, gets it done, and he'll win the Bojangles Bowtime Pole Award win here this afternoon, and he'll lead the field to the green flag for the first 30-lap race this evening. Joining him by his right side will be Chris Johnson in car number 36. DJ Valente will start the event in 3rd, Rally Music 4th, and rounding out the top 5 will be Peyton Faree. Rick Godovic will start the race 6th or outside of row number 3. Eric Folks in car number 2, who won here last year. He'll start in position number 7. Tommy Jackson Jr. will start 8th. 9th to Terry Harris, and Grant Blasingame rounds out the top 10. Chris Roberts fires off 11th, and Robbie Morris will start 12th. That is your starting lineup. And Adam, that was a fun qualifying session.
Very fun indeed, and kept us on our toes all the way to the end. Brad gets his first pole of the season. Before we go, we're going to get a quick word with driver number 3 as he gets some hugs and high fives from the family. Brad, a great lap for you, 2/10 to yourself. How great was that one, bud?
I didn't know after the first one. We were a little bit free getting in and then a little bit free off. In the second lap, still a touch free getting in, but I had a good drive off, able to get in the gas early. So, I'm glad the first pole I've had in a long time, so I'm pretty excited about tonight.
Can you guys get it done? It's going to be 30 laps instead of 50. What do you feel about that?
I don't know. I'm normally a tire conservation driver, but we'll see if we can't get after it right off the bat.
All right, that's Brad Adams, your pole winner tonight for race 1 of the modified division, Brian.
So Brad Adams gets it done here this evening. He will start from the pole position, and that is going to wrap up qualifying presented by Bojangles. And of course, we thank our friends at Bojangles. Remember, on your way to the track, stop by Bojangles for some famous chicken biscuits and tea. We've got a Speedway special 8-piece tailgate that feeds 4 for $21.99, and that comes with 8 pieces of chicken, 4 biscuits, 2 picnic fixins, and a half gallon of iced tea. We're 1 mile from the track at 3351 Commander Shepherd Boulevard. That's going to do it for us here on Facebook Live. Be sure to join us at the racetrack. If you can't get here in person, tune in to Flow Racing beginning at 7 o'clock. For Adam Welbrock, I'm Brian White. Thanks for tuning in.